Hey y'all, there's a lot going on the screen right now, but welcome. I am Dana, and I will be reacting to a video by OG Stellar titled Being Gay Sucks, Lesbian Edition. And as someone with over a decade of experience with loving the taco, the vag, whatever you want to call it. I don't know why I said the taco. I feel like I am a great person to watch this and maybe even understand where she's coming from at some points. 90% of the time, I am very grateful that I prefer women, that I'm just naturally like into women. So, I don't really have the being gay sucks feeling too often, but I have in the past. So let's see what she has going on in her life to make her feel like this. Yeah, let's check it out, y'all.
Being gay sucks. Shout out that Zach. But this is going to be a queer lesbian edition. Let's just jump into it because there's some backstory to catch you guys up on. So I go and record my friend's podcast. We'll call her Sheila. I go record Sheila's podcast and I'm the first to arrive. And I show up and the producer is there and she's this hot, long-haired butch. And immediately I'm like, who the hell are you? Right? So we do the podcast. It's a
I'm open-minded. I date everyone. Femmes, from the femmiest femmes to the butchiest butches. So leave a comment with your type. I'm curious. Let me know what your type or aesthetic is, like how you present, and then let me know what you usually go for. I'm an equal opportunist though, but it's something about like a soft mass presenting woman though. But it's too hard to choose. Women are just so beautiful. Okay, back to you, OJ Stellar.
And then afterward, I'm like, Sheila, who the hell is that? And she's like, oh, that's Sam. But she has a girlfriend. And I was like, of course she does, whatever, forgot about it. But the crush was still living in the back of my mind somewhere. A couple months later, Sheila is like, oh, wait, Sam is actually single and she just didn't update us. So I'm ecstatic. I'm so excited. We're actually planning a double date. We're gonna go bowling. It all could have been so easy. Anyways, so I have been stuck in compet life in LA, which is dark, crashing out, and I'm dissociating. So I'm excited and we immediately start texting, which in lesbian verbiage, we're married already, right? Yeah. And I am so excited. I have a crush on a girl who's hot and is a lesbian.
Okay, I'm gonna pause again. Is anybody else like that? I can't lie, when I'm in that initial getting to know someone phase and we're texting and it's a vibe. If I'm already super attracted to somebody and I like their energy, I'm already plotting our marriage in the back of my mind. 70% of the time. I know it's not good, but it's just a thing. It's just a thing. We just do it. I don't care. Don't judge me. Don't judge me.
I'm already so excited. I call my family. Okay, and I know what you're thinking, girl, calm down. And I'm like, no, I agree, but also dating
yes,
men.
We probably should calm down, but I'm not judging you.
There's no romance. There's no excitement. I'm not really interested, and I don't enjoy myself. Right, I can hear myself. Okay, it's giving L word, but what really gave L word is this story. Okay, so I'm out of town, she's out of town, we're texting for weeks and we're calling on the phone for, you guys understand. So let's fast forward. We have plans to hang out on a Saturday. Okay. I'm like, let's go to an oyster bar. And then the day of, she's like, I can't, I'm so busy with work. We changed podcast studio locations and there's a lot to do. And I'm like, oh my God, no worries. Let's just hang out when you're less stressed. So we don't hang out on Saturday because she's busy with work. That's fine. The following Tuesday, I just have the best day ever. And it all started with this prolific peach on the street. I know what you're thinking, why would you eat a peach off of the ground? But the peach was talking to me. I know what you're thinking, are you schizophrenic? The answer,
no judgment.
Isn't it a spectrum? Aren't we all kind of on? Anyway, I eat this peach and only the insides because I didn't eat the skin because it was on the ground.
Because first of all, with us paying for every little thing on this floating rock, we should be able to get fruit from the trees outside to indulge. So, baby girl, that is not a problem. I actually love that for you.
Obviously. And I'm like squeezing it and the juice is dripping in my mouth and I'm just like, wow. And then I go and do this yoga class and then I go and find a new coffee shop and I'm writing for hours. Yeah, she's a writer. I'm just like spreading joy everywhere I go. And then I go and do a writer's mic at 4 and then I go and do this other open mic. So I hit 2 open mics in one day and I crush both of them. Like I am on cloud 9. It was like one of the happiest days ever. And then Sam reaches out to me and I'm like, girl, let's hang out. You know what I mean? Like, let's make this day even better. And she was like, actually, yeah, I can. I'm just so tired from work. So if you wouldn't mind just like, you know, coming over and watching a movie. And I was like,
Okay.
I got you. It's a pajama party. Would I ever do that with a man? No. Should I have done it this time? No. Was the date basically the entire series of the L Word without the yes?
No.
Okay, so I go over to her house. There is, you know, a little bit of a vibe. There's 2 dogs there. I'm nervous. I'm so excited. Like, I'm so excited to be at her house and hanging out with her. She is hot. But do I think she's hot anymore? I'll let you be the judge of that. So we're like deciding what to watch and she's like, oh, there's this new true crime docu-series that I've been wanting to watch. And I said, my ideal date.
Where is this
We
going,
lay down,
y'all? Where is this
we
going?
start snuggling, we're holding hands. It's gay, it's cute. I am so happy, okay? And I'm nervous. True crime docu-series with a hot girl on a first date. Like, the conditions were perfect. We watched the entire series, 3 hours. It's gripping, okay? If you guys haven't seen Amy Bradley is Missing, I think that it ended up being about a lesbian, which was tea at first, and then it became dark because, spoiler alert, she got trafficked off of a cruise ship. Here's where the first plane hit the tower. Again, shout out that Zach. So first plane hits the tower. I'm about to lean in for a kiss, right? I all of a sudden feel like someone is watching me. And the dog starts acting weird. And I'm like, oh, no. But I was like, maybe that's just me. You know, I do kind of like pick up on some hauntings sometimes. Maybe I was just nervous. I'm trying to ignore it. And then I hear a cop knock at the door.
A cop knock?
I immediately knew. My intuition is on point, except for when it comes to dating. You know, I should have known because there was a framed picture of Eminem in her bathroom. That's when you start running. That's when you start Usain bolting out of there, babe. Anyway, okay, so cop knock at the door. She's like, oh,
like,
maybe
where's this
one of
going?
my friends. I was like, no. I knew right away. I was like, this is gonna be a situation. No Jersey Shore. A little Jersey Shore, actually. But okay, so cop knock at the door. She's like, I think it's one of my friends. I'm like, what? She looks out the window, opens the door. This girl comes bursting through the door. She goes, really, Sam? After everything we've been through? And I was like, oh.
It was the hair grab.
Is this her ex? Like, what's going on? And she was like, after.
No, y'all. Like, it really be like that. Like, I wrote a song about this called Her Kisses. My stage name is Joan. It's coming out soon. Y'all, we women possess a power like none other. Like no other, none other, no other. whatever. You get what the hell I'm saying.
Screaming at Sam. I have no idea what her name is. She's screaming at her like all weekend, and then you bring this other in here, and I was like, whoa. When she's like screaming, and I'm like, I'm scared, so I'm like, I'm just gonna go. And she was like, yeah, you should go. And Sam was like, no, don't go. And she was like, what the you mean no, don't go? And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go. I started looking for my shoes, right? Tell me why one of her dogs hid one of my shoes. So picture this big open room, 2 lesbians screaming at each other. Actually, one of them is screaming. The other one's like, I told you I was seeing other people. I said that we weren't exclusive. I'm trying to find my shoe. I'm on my hands and knees looking under couches. I'm trying to find my goddamn shoe. I can't find it. I can't find my shoe, and even if I did, I'd have to like walk through them. And I feel like this girl would smack a bitch. She's like, you text me good morning, baby, every morning. Are you just this boy who's like texting 10 women every morning the same thing? And I chimed in and I was like, I'm not getting any good morning texts. Which was
actually hilarious.
I shouldn't have said anything, but I was like
her so
it was
far.
so surreal. I was about to kiss her. And now I'm in an episode of Jerry Springer. And when I said that, I'm like, I'm not getting any good morning texts. She was like, you shut the f up. And like, kind of like starts stepping towards me. And I was like, okay.
No.
Where's Ashton?
No, I'm just kidding.
Seriously, where's Ashton? Because I must be getting punked right now. So she's gearing up to leave. And she's like, if I leave right now, you're never going to see me ever again. And it's like, okay. If anyone ever says that, you're going to see them in 5, 4, 3 minutes, right? So she leaves after saying, if I leave, you're never going to see me again. Another knocks at the door. Me and Sam were starting to like debrief. And I was like, please, I'm scared.
Okay, y'all. We gonna pause. Who do you think the other person is at the door? It could be the girl's best friend. It could be another chick. It could be the chick who just barged in's best friend. Go ahead and put in the comments. Who do you think is at the door? It could be a neighbor. I'll give y'all a second. Who do I think is at the door? I think it's another chick or a neighbor telling them to calm it down. Okay, let's see.
Like, please don't let her in again. She's gonna hit me. So she goes outside to talk to her. I go upstairs with one of the dogs.
The girl is still in the apartment.
A domestic dispute happening with me and basically 2 strangers. I hear a bunch of, it sounds like the girl's like punching the door. And I'm like, all right. All the statistics about like lesbians and DV are like running through my head. I'm like, stop. You're like stereotyping your own people. Like, it's chill. It's fine. And then all of a sudden Sam comes back inside and she's like, quiet. I was like, how did you get her to leave? And she was like, well, she put her hands on me. That's the crash you heard against the door. And I was like,
not okay. Not cool.
Okay. Well, this is horrifying. And I thought, like, I told my sister about you, which is embarrassing for me, and I agree. But we had been talking for like 3 weeks or something, and this is the first time we hang out. This is the first time I go to her house, and we end up on Maury. The Dr. Phil situation. So we start debriefing, and I'm like, so, what's going on? And she was like, I promise I really was so busy at the podcast studio. Like, I wasn't lying to you. She was begging to come help me. Like, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay. I was so in shock and, like, not okay. And I kept every noise I heard. It was like, cause,
no,
y'all, I don't know if I made this clear. She was watching us through the window. While we were watching the docu-series about a lesbian that got trafficked. If that doesn't get you going, I don't know what would. So we ended up, no, I'm kidding. So we're debriefing. She's like, honestly, I need to smoke a little grass. And I was like, okay, I don't really smoke a lot of grass, but honestly, like, give me a little puff. But it's in a pen. It's a Benjamin that the kids are calling it these days. I take what I thought was a small hit. I was deep-throated by the smoke gods to the point where I then, for the next 20 minutes, gulped down about 18 glasses of water. And eventually I'm like, okay, it's time to go. And she walks me to my car because that girl is outside hiding somewhere, ready to shank me, ready to slash my tires, ready to strangle me to death, ready to gouge my eyes out with her nails.
Oh my God, what is it? Everybody keeps hitting me up.
So I get in the car.
Notifications.
I try to leave. I'm stuck. I'm stuck in this parking maze for the next 23 minutes. I had to pee so bad from all the water that I drank that I got a UTI. Which I will admit, I was on the tail end of treating one, and then it just resurfaced because of how badly I had to pee and how I didn't pee because I was stuck in this parking maze. And I'm not going to go into the parking maze, okay? If that was you, you would get lost as well. I promise you that. So I tell my friend Sheila, who I'm very involved with work and with life, and she freaks out, as she should, because that is insane. And you know what? I got over it in about 2 days, and then yesterday I'm on the Her app, okay? I'm talking to this girl. She's like,
I don't know how I feel about the Her app. I used it a long time ago. I feel like I usually have a pretty successful time on Hinge. So Hinge is my jam when it comes to getting a date. What's y'all's preferred dating app? I haven't tried that Tammy app because they were just stalking me with too many ads. So they like annoyed the hell out of me, but
hot as hell. Her name's Allie. We start talking. We hit it off immediately. I was like, is it too soon to give you my number? She was like, absolutely not. Here it is. She's like, I'm in New York for a wedding this weekend, but like, I'll be back in LA on Tuesday. Let's hang out before you go to Chicago. And I'm like, girl, let's do it. You're a little young for me,
she's
but
from Chicago.
Let's rock. Let's roll. So we start texting. The you know what? The texts are green, which like, listen, I'm the last person to judge. But immediately I was like, hey, I feel like a boomer getting catfished because the texts are green and you're so hot. And she was just like, stop. We start texting. She like sends me a picture of her in a dress for the wedding. She gives me all these details of this wedding. She's like, it's my friend from college. She's Indian. Everyone's wearing black, but she's wearing this like huge, beautiful, colorful dress. And I was like, oh my God, that's so funny. The last wedding I went to was my really close friend who's a world famous PRN star, and she was 9 months pregnant. So like basically the same thing, right? And so we're chatting. Later on, I have a comedy show that I'm booked with, and Sheila is booked in the show as well. So okay, it's my friend Kate. Love. Okay? She's just too hot not to drop her name. I'm sorry. But anyway, so we're both booked in this show. We go to it, and we have like this whole road trip to Malibu, and her friend is there. Shout out Cody. And we're all having a gay time, and it's really fun. And we go to Mel's Diner. Never again. Cursed. But the food took about an hour and 45 minutes, and the grilled cheese was made 3 days before. And but if we didn't have to wait so long, I wouldn't be like, guys, like, wouldn't that be so crazy if I'm being catfish? We did a quick reverse image search for fun. Allie is actually a straight girl in Philadelphia celebrating her 2-year anniversary with her boyfriend. So I got catfished. And here's the thing, like, I have been online dabbling with different worlds.
And the thing is, it probably sucks worse being catfished when you had a feeling you were being catfished.
Online since like I thought the world was ending. And there are about 18,000 catfish accounts out there of me scamming my poor innocent boomer fans.
Okay, y'all are at the tail end of the video. Let's keep it going.
How it happened to me was such a mindfuck. Like, if you're searching to find some empathy for men, just date women. Because that shit is heartbreaking. I got catfish and, like, my friends were like, they felt so bad. And I was heartbroken, but I was like, let's keep it going. Let's get this shit. Let's get this shit. I'm fine. But I do want to just, like, say a couple of things. Those two instances happened in 1 week. And I don't give up dating women. And you might be saying, like, are you just starting to date women? No. I am 31. I came out as bisexual, I think, 20 years ago. And I have had sexual and romantic relations and relationships with women since I was a teenager. I've been in serious relationships with women. Gay. I'm gay, and being gay sucks sometimes, but I am so happy to be gay. And again, shout out to that Zach for creating the original Being Gay Sucks video. That was so captivating, and I know I'm not gonna do the same zhuzh that you zhuzhed, but it was so funny because I watched your video and I was like, wow, I have so many insane, like, gay experiences that I could talk about. I just don't know which one to do. And then the next day, that whole thing with Sam in the Jerry Springer episode with the other girl showing up at her house happened. And then 2 days later, I got catfish. So we're feeling humble. We're feeling gay. We're feeling susceptible. But overall, we're feeling strong. I feel anew. I feel rebirthed. Who needs ayahuasca when you can have 2 sapphic nightmares in 1 week? Okay. Love you guys. First YouTube video ever.
Okay, she's funny. She's definitely funny.
Welcome back to my channel.
Gosh, fuck my life. I like how my whole business was just on the screen. But that was a pretty funny story. You know, she's still clearly happy with being gay. She just had 2 rough situations in a very short time period, which happens. You know, being gay does not suck, but it has its moments, because truly the reality of it is dating sucks sometimes. But I know there's a lot of people struggling right now with dating. I'm single as a Pringle, currently not looking. So I'm happy again, because I'm not looking right now. But it's difficult. It can be very difficult to... There's so many people in this world, so many people we will connect with and won't connect with. I would just say, you know, if you feel like being gay sucks or dating sucks right now, keep hope alive. Keep hope alive. Yeah, y'all, keep your heads up. Don't let these silly people out here ruin your self-esteem, right? So you got to be real solid with yourself so these things aren't crushing your soul, because it can be a little soul crushing, personally. At least that's my experience. But yeah, y'all, have a good night. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Does being gay suck for you? Have you ever had a messy situation happen? Multiple messy dating situations in a short time period? Y'all, let me know. Let me know the tea in the comments, okay? I'll talk to y'all soon.